H of omega naught this time will be nothing but h of omega at omega equal to pi by 2, because omega naught comes out to be pi by 2, and this will further become e raised to j pi by 2 upon e raised to j pi by 2 minus half. You can solve this term in your complex mode of the calculator, but as of now it's pretty simple. E raised to j pi by 2 is cos pi by 2 plus j sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1, so we get j in the numerator, j minus half. So j upon j minus half. Now this is something we'll have to solve in complex mode. The magnitude will be 2 upon root 5 and the phase will be e raised to minus j 26.6 degree. This means that mod h of omega naught is equal to 2 by root 5 and phi of omega naught, which is the phase part, is minus 26.6 degree. And with that, I'm in position to write the second output part, y2n, which will be, this time input was 5 multiplied by the magnitude that we got is 2 by root 5. Sine term comes out as sine term, pi by 2n plus phi of omega naught, we got it as, it's a minus, so I'll use directly the minus sign here, 26.6 degree. So we have got the second output y2 of n also. Obviously this will become 10 upon root 5, so let me just write it down quickly. Let us now consider x3n and find out corresponding output y3n. Let x3n be equal to, x3n will be the third part of the input signal, which is 20 cos pi of n, and for this you can see that omega naught is clearly equal to pi this time. Now here let us take y3n. y3n will be equal to 20 multiplied by mod h of omega naught into cos comes out as cos pi of n plus phi of omega naught. This is what we get. So let's first find out h of omega naught, which will be h of omega at omega equal to omega naught, which is pi, which will be equal to e raised to j pi upon e raised to j pi minus half, and this will further be equal to e raised to j pi is cos pi plus j sin pi. Cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0, so this is nothing but minus 1 upon minus 1 minus half, which will be exactly equal to 2 by 3. Now 2 by 3 is a real value, again positive real value to be precise, so mod of h omega naught is 2 by 3 and the phase phi of omega naught will be simply equal to 0, because there is no imaginary part and the real part is positive. If the real part was negative, then a phase would have been pi, but here it is 0 because the real part is positive. So this brings us to phi 3n, which will be 20 into 2 by 3 into cos of pi n plus phase is 0, so this will further become 40 by 3 cos of pi n. So I can now club everything together. My final expression of y of n will be nothing but y1 of n. y1 of n we had got as 20. After that there was a minus sign in x of n. X of n was 10 minus 5 sin pi by 2n, so we consider the minus sign here. For your reference, y2n is right here. This whole thing was my y2n, this is y1n. Why we are taking minus sign in between, because you can see x of n was 10 minus 5 sin pi by 2, and we did not consider this minus sign along with x2n. x2n was plus 5 sin, but the next sign is going to be positive. So y1n is 20 and y2n is this big thing, so let's write it down. Y of n is 20 minus 10 upon root 5 sine of pi by 2n minus 26.6 degree plus 40 by 3. y3 of n is right in front of us, 40 by 3 into cos pi of n, and obviously this will be valid for the entire range of n for which the input x of n was defined. So that's my final expression, and you can see it's a very simple, although a bit lengthy, but very simple question. All you have to do is find h of omega naught, its magnitude part, phase part, and accordingly define the corresponding output.